Fellow Nigerians, do we sit down and let the change happen to us? Or do we sit down and watch the change happen around us? Or do we take a proactive action and to effect the change, to be in control of the change? Look at today, the coronavirus is around the corner. It's causing mayhem and is menacing people's life. Now, don't you think it's the right time to usher in a change? Coronavirus has ushered in a new change, a new line of thinking. Time has come for us to stop voting and allow people, warlords, to gain power into our political system. Very often, we allow religion and tribe to play role in our political system and in our leadership. For the past 40 years, religion and politics have really caused us a lot of harm. Tribal politics has cost us a lot. Is it not high time we stop tribal politics? Is it not high time we stop religious politics, whereby we elect our leaders based on religious position, based on religion, based on tribe? All these things have really caused us a lot of damages. Now, the political environment is no longer suitable. Look at Nigerians all over the world, spreading all over the world because the environment is not conducive for them to operate. The environment is not conducive for them to bring out the potentials inside them. The environment is not conducive for them to be great, for them to make our nation great. So I'm appealing to all Nigerians to use this opportunity to have a rethink, to shun religion and tribal politics. Vote people based on competence. Vote people based on character. Vote people based on idea. We've had a lot of political leaders who are being voted based on money politics. It has never paid us. It has never yielded any fruit. Look at the situation today. Look at the state of our hospital. We are all in trouble if this coronavirus happened the way it happened in America and the United Kingdom and Germany and other parts of the world. We are not prepared. We've never invested in our health system. The health facilities are weak. The health facilities are nowhere to reckon with. So are you going to tell me that for the past 40 years or 50 years, we've been in doldrum, we've been in a situation where we don't want to look after ourselves? We've been in a position where we'll be blaming the Western world or blaming every other body, and we don't blame our leaders. Our leaders and the political elites are responsible for this. So time has come for us to have a clear eye assessment, to make sure we vote competent leaders, not based on warlords and religious bigots and tribal politicians who have made Nigeria a joke in the world. So we have to look at the way we do things, because if we keep on electing these bigots, electing these political leaders who are not competent, this is the way things will continue. Things will not change. In fact, we have shortchanged ourselves. Now, the past generation, couldn't fix it. And if we can't fix it now, it's going to be very difficult for the next generation to do, because we've not had the right foundation that will help the new generation to take up the situation in Nigeria. We've not ushered them in. We've not educated them enough. We've not empowered them enough. So what are we talking about? Do we think we can't have future and moment? Do we think we can't do things differently? Please, we have to stop voting politicians who believe that Nigeria is a zero sum, whereby the winner takes all. We've suffered a lot. Look at what Chinua Achebe said. Chinua Achebe, if we borrow a line from Chinua Achebe, he said that when suffering come knocking on your door and you open door and you say you don't have seat, the suffering will say, don't worry, I came with my own seat. The situation we have now is that the suffering has taken its own seat in Nigeria. And for the past 40 years, 20 years, we've been experiencing suffering. We've been, in a deep mess, both political and religious mess. So why are we not changing? Why are we not feeling the impact? Why are we not, making things happen for fellow Nigerians? Why are we slacking? Why are we shortchanging ourselves? Why are we selling ourselves so low, so cheap to ourselves and to the whole world? We Nigerians have intellectuals, best equipped intellectuals, well equipped intellectuals, ready to take up the matter, but the environment is not conducive. The environment has to be conducive for us to make impact. The environment has to be conducive for us to make a change. The environment has to be conducive for us to have growth. Our economic system is in chaos. It is in a chaotic situation. Our political system is not something to write home about. And then our health system is in total collapse. What are we doing? Why are we sitting on the fence? Why are we passive? Why are we timid? Why are we not taking action? Why are we not responding? Why are we not responding to the changes that are happening? I have this opportunity to tell you today that time has come for Nigerians to wake up, to start taking responsibility, to start voting the right people. Our problem is a leadership problem. It's not a citizen problem. You see, the leader dictates the system because the leaders we've had in the past have not been able to establish the right system that will augur well for Nigerians. And therefore, we have not had an impact because Nigeria is like a situation where we have the lion, but the sheep are the leaders. Our leaders are sheep because our leaders act like sheep because they haven't got the courage, because they haven't got the ideas. These are money back people. These are people who are deaths of ideas, who pursue money all the time, but they don't pursue ideas. Great leaders everywhere in the world pursue ideas. But in our situation, we keep on pursuing money, running after individual problems, running after personal problems, and allow the political system or allow the general problem to stay without attended to. This is a very bad situation. This is a bad example our leaders have set. And if we don't start today, it's gonna be very difficult. In fact, there might not be better future for Nigerians. As I'm speaking, the coronavirus is around. Look at our health systems. Look at our hospitals. We don't have beds. We don't have ventilators. We don't have well-trained and equipped doctors to work and nurses to work. Our educational system is in a collapse situation. We can't even think of, bringing up ideas. We can't even match with other African countries that are doing well. So how can we continue in the path we've chosen? I am saying today is our choice. We don't have to blame other people. It's our choice. So the choice is always coming. The changes are coming. Opportunities are coming. The opportunity is now coming. 2023 is opportunity. Are we going to continue to elect those bad leaders we've been electing? Are we going to continue to elect warlords? Are we going to continue to elect tribal warlords? Elect political fanatics and religious fanatics all over the place? Time has come for us to clean our eyes and elect competent people. people who know what they are doing, people who are consistent, people who have the courage, people who have who are brave enough to call a spade, who are brave enough to put the country together. Because without us uniting, there is no way we can have progress. Are we going to continue to elect leaders who have damaged who have a damaged mentality? Are we going to continue to elect leaders who are slaves? Or are we going to elect educated slaves who don't know the difference between independence and freedom? Who don't know the difference between responsibility and mediocrity? Nigerians, this is the time to make impact, to create an environment for us to have our leaders, our great peoples back, our teeming population. We have good medical doctors, we have engineers all over the world. Is it not time to stabilize the country so that we can tap into our resources, tap into our potentials, tap into the intelligence and wisdom we possess, instead of begging and begging China, begging America, begging Europeans? Is it not high time we stop this political, political jokes we've been carrying for the past 50 years? This is a disgrace. This is not what the legacy we want Nigerians to leave behind. This is not the legacy we want our leaders to leave behind. Nigerians are proud people. Nigerians are great people. We want them to progress to the next level. We want Nigerians to, do things in a different way. We want Nigerians to pursue excellence. Leave out these religious bigots. Leave out these tribal warlords who are pitching us together so that we keep on fighting and fighting and we never solve our problems. I am your fellow Nigerian. I'm making this appeal because I'm so ashamed of what we are doing at the moment. We've not started doing great things. We've not taken off. I'm appealing to each and every one of you, come 2023, to start making a change, to start electing competent leaders, to look at people's character, look at people's competence, see the courageous people, elect them into our political positions so that the country will start working for everybody. Together, we can make a difference. Thank you.